Hello darlings, thank you for joining me for another beer review. It's Beer Monster o'clock, bosh. And I've been to Home Bargains and got myself a Mediterranean IPA by the DAMM brewery, of course Spanish. It's called Complot IPA and it says it uses 8 different hop varieties. So yeah, I'm expecting it to be quite complex. That's a lot of different hops going on there, isn't it? It's 6.6% ABV. You could get a 6-pack of these in Home Bargains for $5.99. They're 330ml bottles. So that's not bad. £1 a bottle, you know, for 6.6%. You know, that's pretty good going if the beer's any good. That's the whole point of the review, I suppose, to let you guys know whether you should pick it up or not. Because obviously, if you're just buying one bottle for £1, you probably wouldn't bother watching the review, to be fair, would you? But, you know, you don't want 6 bottles of crap. So I'm here to potentially take one for the team to stop you from making the same mistake. Or perhaps I've got myself a little bargain. That's always the hope, innit? Can't win them all, but let's find out. Chuck her in the old glass. I mean, new Hasselroder glass, which I'm looking forward to using with Hasselroder. But we'll use it for this now, as it's a small glass. It's a 300ml glass. That's an odd size, isn't it? It's not a pint, it's not half a pint, it's 300ml. Give it a little swell. I'm not sure if it's bottle conditioned or what. There we go. Colour. What colour is she? I'm going to go a pale hazy golden colour. A little bit of a haze to it, nothing major, just a slight haze in there. Medium levels of carbonation, quite small bubbles. White, slightly creamy looking head. It don't look too bad in the looks department. Let's get the nose in there and check out the aromas of Complot IPA. Citrusy. It smells quite citrusy. I think it's like a lemon zest of a lemon or something like that. Yeah, it smells alright. Oh, it's 45 IBUs, by the way, this one, it says. So, yeah, that's fairly bitter. Yeah, it's just citrusy, a little bit of a kind of caramel smell. I'm guessing it come from the malts. But mainly just citrus. Considering there's 8 different hop varieties in here, the aroma's not really popping off. You'd probably expect to smell more than just a bit of citrus. But there you go. That's what we're getting. Cheers, everybody. Bosh, taste test. Oh, that's pretty decent actually. Again, a bit like the aroma, perhaps not as complex as what you would maybe think, having 8 different hop varieties in there. Including Mosaic, Amarillo, Simcoe, Sentinel, Citra, Willamette, Summit, Nugget. Starts off medium bodied, quite crisp. There is like a nice dry, crisp dryness to it. Starts off with like a subtle sort of biscuity, caramel biscuity sort of malt, caramel biscuit. Then there's like, in the background, some like stone fruity notes. Quite hard to sort of pick them out individually. Which is like a subtle stone fruit after the malts. On the end, you've got a nice bitterness. Does have a nice bitterness. It's not too crazy. I'd say sort of just over medium, sort of between medium and high. It's very clean tasting. The water is very clean. I mean, Spanish water, I suppose, is pretty good. That really does actually stand out, the water quality in this IPA over like a lot of the sort of British ones, I suppose. Towards the end, it's very citrusy, zesty and citrusy and piney. And there's kind of a pine lingers, like a pine needle kind of linger aftertaste to it, which is quite nice. Yeah, not the most complex, I would say, but it doesn't really need to be because it's just really clean tasting, easy drinking. For 6.6%, it's really easy drinking and clean. No nasties, you know. Sometimes that's more important than it being over complex. Sometimes you just want something nice that ain't too sort of out there. And this does that. Value for money for me. £1 a bottle. 6 of them, they're going to be on your way, ain't you? Not really getting a lot else, really, but I would say it's a decent IPA at a bargain price. It's not an amazing IPA, but it is very nice and it's very, very clean. But perhaps a little simple, considering the amount of different hops they've used. You hear 8 hops. You hear there's 8 hops in it, and you're expecting it to sort of have loads of different flavours. It doesn't. It doesn't. There must be a Nat's Corey of 8 different hops in here, but it has given off a nice bitterness and some nice citrus notes. The citra hop kind of does stand out of all of them for me. Score. I'll give it a 7.5. It's £1 a bottle. I think it's decent. It's worth picking up, actually. Perhaps if you're taking value into account for the review, if you bought it from Home Bargains, I'll probably give it an 8. But Beers of Europe and stuff like that, it's £3.50 a bottle. So, you know, if you paid that price for it, maybe a 7. You know, but for the price I paid, probably an 8, to be fair. So between 7 and 8 somewhere, depending on what price you got it from. It's a solid beer. Give it a go if you like your IPAs. If you don't like IPAs, you know, it is citrusy and it is bitter, so it's probably not going to be for you. Thanks for watching, people. Smash the like button if you made it this far, and subscribe to the channel if you're not done already. Till the next one. Ta-ta. Bye-bye, darlings. Bush.